Hey everyone, Mango7Roll here. How we doing today? Welcome to another episode of Epic 7. And this could be exciting, it could be nothing, but we're going to dive into it as Mango 7 Detective anyway and kind of figure it out together. So first off, I do want to say I've recorded this video once already, and I was so scatterbrained and like tinfoil hat and everything that the video made no sense. Kind of like all my other videos, but this one especially made no sense. So we're going to try to look at it. And ooh, The Bachelorette's airing on ABC. That's exciting. Just kidding. No, I'm not. Don't hate me. But focus. But we got some news from the JP Twitter. So this is the JP Twitter. It hasn't been posted on Reddit yet, which is really confusing to me. If we take a look at this here, let me make this bigger. Hasn't been posted on Reddit yet, which is really confusing to me. But this was posted on the JP Twitter earlier today, and let's hit translate and take a look at all of it. Let's make sure all the replies are there. And we have noticed the second collab event, commemorative campaign. That's exciting. Will be held soon. During the period, log into E7 to earn rewards. Rewards can be blah, blah, blah. So this is the image that they are giving us right now. And I know we have some login campaigns. We have some logging campaigns already that we know about, and I think this is one of those campaigns, but we never really had it labeled like the second collaborative event commemorative campaign. That's a lot of C's. We've never really labeled it like that before, right? And maybe JP did before and we didn't notice, but either way, I feel like this post is a extreme focus on the collab, whereas the others are like a focus on we suck, I'm sorry, here's stuff. So we have a couple things to note here. Number one, these dates here, the 15th is in 2 days or so. And also do note that between JP Care and Global, the time zone is just, time is a weird soup, okay? So we're never really sure what day it is. So the 15th is likely the 14th for us, I think. I could be wrong, and the 29th is likely the 28th. So if we take a look at this, the 15th, which is a Thursday, which means 14th is a Wednesday, which means that's patch day. So it lines up perfectly with patch day, I think. And then the 29th also lines up perfectly with patch day. So the month or the weeks of those, the 14th and the 28th, are not weeks we get a live stream. So we will get a live stream next week, and then we'll get whatever the live stream showed the week after. So it's a very good possibility that on the live stream day, which is the end of the reward system here, the 21st, we might get information on the collab, and then it'll release the week after, which is kind of the way they do. So that's actually a pretty good sign, IMO, if we take a look at it that way, right? So this could mean a couple things, and it might just say right here, right? Like this is the countdown to something. We don't know. I don't speak Japanese. If you do, let me know in the comments. You can probably toss it into like an image translator as well and figure out from there. And also let me know your guesses before we get further into this video. Do some research by yourself and then come back and see if we came up with the same thing. So a couple things it could mean. On the 15th, it could be like, here's an announcement of the collab maybe coming. We'll tell you what it is soon. And then the 16th, they're like, we promise it's coming soon. And then the 21st, they're like, haha, it's here. This is what it is, you know? Or they could be like the same thing there, except for on the 29th, they're like, haha, this is what it is. So you never really know what it could be. So let's read the comments here, see if there's anything of insight here. We have, tell me how many collabs you have. I'm too worried. Oh, the reward is gorgeous. I knew it. Alchemy Stone, especially happy. I could lab if I collaborated with the Continental version. I'm curious about the content of the collaboration. Aren't we all? Aren't we all, Tenebria Party? And Rare Shira says it would be interesting to distribute weapons and relate items of the characters we collab with. Also true. And Obarusu says, without knowing what the collab was, the successor fell asleep for 1,000 years. So I can feel the salt from Obarusu there. So let's take a look. Let me check Reddit again. Still nothing, of course, but let's take a look at, no spoilers. Nobody saw that. So let's take a look at July. Like I said, I did this video once. So let's take a look at July and see if there's anything fun here. One thing to note, we're looking at around the dates of the 15th and the 29th. So we have Is 9 on the 6th. A pretty big series, especially if in Japan, I think, but not big enough for a collab, or maybe big enough but not popular enough. Is that the right word? We then have a pretty important one here, Monster Hunter Stories. So this is something I've came to kind of consider as we go through. Monster Hunter is wildly popular. In the next episode as well, they have mentioned that it will be, or there will be a focus on villages and Suin, or there will at least be a Suin village in it. And when I think of a Suin village, I think of a little village like Monster Hunter with cats, also known as Suin. So that could line up perfectly. And you know what kind of scares me? One thing we'll see is if we log into the game here, may or may not be related to Monster Hunter, but our current event is Hunt Masters. And, you know, that could be nothing. It's just the name Hunt, right? You know, in Monster Hunter, they're real monsters. You run around and kill them. You fight their weak spots, you know. You attack different pieces of them, and you break them and get different rewards by attacking their weak points. So this is a little too coincidental for me, but at the same time, maybe they're just memeing us accidentally, like Happy Luna Year, you know? But this is literally Monster Hunter right here, and it's titled Hunt Masters, you know? So that was something I was really interested and curious on, and it lined up perfectly, honestly. So not just that, though. Outside of that, there's a couple other cool things here, like Akiba's Trip. We can run around hitting each other's clothes off. There's Zelda, but I don't think Zelda would be a thing. Nintendo is tough to work with. We then have Microsoft Flight Simulator. This is definitely it. We're going to get in a plane and fly all over whatever the land of E7 is called. I forget. But here we go. Here's some important things here. We have Nier Reincarnation on the 28th, and Nier is a Square game. It's also a Yoko Taro game. So those two would explain the delays in the collab, because one, if you've worked with FF, or not FF, but Square, and you've worked with Yoko Taro, both of which I've done, you have to realize how many hoops you have to jump through. Like if you work through a Square game, you jump through 50,000 hoops to get it approved and everything a-okay with their brand. And if you work with a Square Yoko Taro game, you have to jump through 50,000 other hoops because of that, and then re-jump through the Square hoops and re-jump it all together. So huge delays, huge, massive delays because of that. So this is a huge possibility now, IMO. And Nier Reincarnation is the Android and iOS version of the game, so it's a gacha game, I believe. And you know, like this could very well be it, but I've never seen a gacha game release and collab with somebody at the same time. It's not something I've seen. So that's kind of interesting to look at. And we also have on the 29th, we have the Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster service. And do note that these are not releasing on console, so people are kind of pissed about that. So maybe they're trying to push mobile devices because of that. So that would be really sweet to get a collab with, obviously, Final Fantasy, but at the same time, this is kind of a focus on pixels. So I don't see a pixel collab really working with E7 right now. I think it would clash too much. So I feel like this is a lot less likely than Nier. And as for the next month here, we don't really have anything at all, honestly, except for... we don't really have anything, but I do want to mention Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut. The VA of one of the female leads, I believe, is Sumali Montano, who is the voice for Araminta. So yay, congrats to her. That has nothing to do with the video. I just really like Sumali. So yeah, that's Mango 7 Detective right now. Nier is actually a very good chance, and Nier likes to collab with a lot of things, so very big possibilities. So let me know in the comments below what you think it is. If I'm reaching for straws, I know I am already, but you can tell me, and we'll see who's right. So have a wonderful day. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, everybody.